Hi, welcome to the Insights by Amity Online. We do it every day. In fact, we do it, nearly daily, and we always forget it because 98% of what we do, called networking, is transaction. So today we are going to talk about why networking. With whom should I network? How do I network? And that is important because the world has changed tremendously. Gone are the days where you could survive on old relationship, one word of mentioning here and there. But today you are going to find a world which is very, very different. Hi everyone, I am Lieutenant Colonel Atul Holkar, career growth hacker, success and motivational coach, a senior supply chain professional. Last of my appointment was as head supply chain for PepsiCo in South Asia, a lifelong learner, and I'm also the founder of Art of Working. And today we are going to talk about networking. I've been given 15 minutes. Networking, which I learned for last 35 years, I would try and put it in next 15 minutes. So I will be sharing a small presentation, and let's see what all we can learn in this short period of time. Yeah. As I said, your network is your net worth. That is very, very true. And do you know why Homo sapiens became the most dominant species in the entire world? And that too in a very short period of time because of networking. Moment the Homo sapiens as a species moved from Africa to Middle East and Asia, it started conversing, it started meeting, it started interacting with other people in that world. And that was called networking. They became a community, they became a village, they became a town, then they became a nation. And that is what started moving the entire network system. And when they became network and became a particular community, they started dominating an area, they started dominating various other species in the world. And you could see how fast that entire movement of humans as just one of the race to humans the race which dominates the earth now. I'm not going to debate whether that's good or bad, but one thing which I'm going to tell you is it changed the world. Networking is more like farming. It's not about hunting. So, what we are going to understand in this short period of time is who, how, what, when, where, and why should we network. Let me tell you, network is not about numbers. You can't say, I know 10,000 people today, so I am head of a great networker. No, you need to find people whom you call quality. This is about relationship management, and I'm talking about across the board, whether it is related to your family, friends, peers, classmates, or it relates to your entire set of people who work in your domain, which is related to your professionalism. It is about trust, whether you know me personally or you don't know me. Once you start interacting with me, it's about trust. It's time consuming. You can't talk to me today and expect me to help you tomorrow. So you need to cultivate, as I said, like farming. I created this particular network pyramid, right? At the bottom of the pyramid is your peers, colleagues, alumni network, your classmates, your friends. Slightly above that are your teachers, professional leaders, motivators, domain experts, right? You interact with them, but then slowly you're cultivating them. Then there are mentors, guide, icons, and heroes. These are your growth boosters. Moment you start interacting with them and you come to a level of understanding with them, they can zoom your career or life for that matter in a very short period of time. Let's see how we go about it. Firstly, when you start networking, it's important that with whosoever you network, it should be relevant to your goal. Right. So suppose if I want to be a great supply chain professional, which I have learned for last 30, 35 years, then I need to if I want to, that is, if I want to improve on my professional knowledge, reach, and my growth in my profession, then I should be networking with large number of supply chain professionals, with CEOs, with the business owners, and things like that. So it's important. So whatever I do, I stay on top of the mind. I stay relevant. I become helpful to those people. They should start liking me, be an inspirational for them. I should be very interesting, and they should want me to be heard and read. So whatever I put, we are living in a world where probably physical meeting may not be possible. And when you are networking at initial stages, we do not physically meet. These are meetings which are more virtual through social media platform. Like in a professional world, it could be LinkedIn, right? So what we do next, we send we send people stuff, so we curate a content. So like, I'm a supply chain professional, I want to connect to another supply chain professional, or I want to connect to a boss in retail industry. I would find a content which I will curate and would like to share with them. That's how you slowly start working. Then please also understand that not all social media platform is for everyone. What you do on your Instagram or Snapchat, you can't be doing the same with the CEO of an organization. So you got to select the right social media platform to even curate your content, right? Then whatever you do should always be valuable or inspirational stuff. So a lot of people whom I interact with of your age and your experience, they either send me a small article, or they put a inspirational quote, or they inform me of something new that is happening, and they expect me to put a comment or two onto his LinkedIn. So slowly I start understanding, oh, okay, this guy is into supply chain, this guy is into operation, this guy is into HR. So that is how you start working. You never promote yourself. I find absolutely obnoxious that lot of people just send me a small messages on LinkedIn and expect me to promote them. And you say that, can you please just endorse my skill? I don't know you. Why should I do that? Second point is, or they would be selling something to me, so don't do that. You can share articles. So if you are into, say, HR, share articles of HR, and obviously something which is new, something new technology that is coming, something new is happening, new way of HR. You can share that. You can share podcasts. You can share videos. Then there are a lot of resources which are available, right? So you find a website which is very good, or you find a software which is very nice. You can always share with your likely, senior people, or anyone whom you want to connect with. And as I told you earlier, it's a process. It's cultivation. Don't expect that today you send an article and tomorrow this man is going to turn to you and say, "Oh, hi dear, what are you looking for? You want a job or something, or you want me to help you out in something? I'm going to do that." No, it doesn't. He has his job, and he has so many such more connections, right? You can share fonts, you can share links, anything that inspires people. And how often should you do that? I think best at your stage, once a week, till you become a real master in your subject. So what I'm saying is, how do you start networking? Networking in our times currently is means it is more virtual, is through social media platform. And one of the best social media platform currently which I use is called LinkedIn. And if you're not on LinkedIn, if your profile is not there on LinkedIn, or if you're not updated your profile to a level of being professional, then I don't think you are actually putting that kind of stuff, into your profession. And this goes not only for anyone who's looking for a job. Future is changing, and changing very fast. Even if you are into your family business, where you're currently your relatives or father is handling that business, future, it's you need to start networking now. Okay, going further, let's see, why do I need to network, right? Firstly, it's your own brand building. What are you all about, right? In last of my interaction with you, we talk about entire brand building, right? So what are you? So when I talk about you, what are the three major recalls which I can get out of you? makes you look smarter when you talk about profession. So if you again I'll take an example of supply chain. In case you are a supply chain professional or an HR professional, if you start talking about that, people start understanding that you are a supply chain professional. You read it, you curate it, you place it onto a digital platform, and obviously people read it. And once they start reading, they start relating to you. So you start doing that brand building and start looking smarter. It makes them smarter because you're sharing knowledge, right? It's not your generated. It's fine. You have not written an article, but you read an article somewhere. And there are various means. If we interact for a longer period, sometime I'm sure we can go in detail. How do you do this, right? Then it is also soft marketing. You're not selling yourself upfront. Hey boy, or hey guy, hey sir, I'm looking for a job, please give me a job. It's not like that. You slowly build your relationship, and relationships are long term, not transactional. Understand that. So even if you don't need that guy today, you definitely may come across a point in your lifetime and career where you need that guy, right? Then it is staying connected. You can't be saying hello today and saying happy new year on 1st of January after 6 months, right? You got to be very regular in your interaction. That is human relationship management as well, and it helps people. To sum it up, let me once again emphasize on this. Network is an investment. You do small investment. You all heard about buying shares, buying mutual fund. So, and they say it is long-term investment, right? Similarly, network is an investment. It's very long-term. Secondly, it's time consuming. You got to find people. It's very simple. So, suppose first and foremost, which I said is create a very worthwhile professional LinkedIn profile. First thing. Second point, once you meet people physically, virtually, through some network or through if you do an article, something you read about, something which interests you, whether it's a startup or a industry which interests you. You are an HR, so you should know all top HR heads across the say industry which interests you. So start sending them LinkedIn request. Like for example, today send me as many LinkedIn requests as you can send to just find out Atul Holkar on LinkedIn, right? So that's the starting point. It's not transactional. You can't expect one hello and to expect a job or support in any stage. Cultivate that. Build before you ask anything. Build a relationship before you ask for any kind of support. Use social media intelligently. So please don't send Facebook requests to your boss and boss's boss. Gone are the days when there used to be only Facebook, it was accepted. But I don't accept Facebook requests on professional front, because if I am partying throughout the night, I don't want my professional network to know that I've been dancing all night and in the morning I'm back into the office, and definitely not my boss. Build before you ask for anything. So you got to build before you ask. Again, I think probably I'm repeating that. Show your value. You cannot be talking about something where you are of no value, right? So you got to show what is your value, what are you looking for, what are you worth of. And I'm not expecting you to be a superman and you're going to be absolutely genius in your field. Even if you're a guy who's just starting, no one expects you to be a genius, no one expects you to be a master of a subject. What they're expecting is an eagerness to learn, understand. Be courteous, be very very courteous when you interact. And don't, if even if the answer is no, don't stop interacting. Even if you go ahead and ask for a job and that guy says, sorry, currently I don't have an opportunity for you, don't stop interacting. Again, as I said, if you are cultivating a relationship, you should be thankful to the guy who took interest in this, came back to you and said, no, it's not possible. Maybe probably 6 months down the line, it may be possible. Okay. So once again, I want to tell you and thank you to coming over to this particular Insta class. You can connect to the art of working on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Tumblr, and Twitter. Whatever social media suits you. But my preference is generally LinkedIn. We are all going to be professional, be it our business or be it my father's business. But at the end of the day, it has to be simple, and that is LinkedIn. Thank you so much. for being in my Insta class.